and welcome back to another episode of the Digital Diary Podcast. I'm your host, Ayana Sherelle, and today I have with me someone very special and near and dear to my heart, my Auntie Rhonda.
Hello.
This is my mom's sister, and I feel like we're going to have a really great episode. We have a lot of fun things to talk about today.
For sure.
So how was your
week? My week was great. Although it being a 4-day week, work week, sometimes those weeks can seem a little bit longer, but it was a great week, so.
That is a blessing.
Yes.
If you could make an entry in your diary about anything, any thought, any moment or realization that you had this week, what would you jot down?
I think this week I've really focused on the verse, 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your cares on the Lord, for He cares for you. That's really been on my heart this week. So yeah.
And for me, I would just say I would write down just the Book of Job. I started reading it this week, and it's really good. You know, you've heard people talk about the Book of Job, but when you actually read it, it is mind blowing.
Right. Yeah.
And I've learned that it's easy to trust God when you can see what He's doing in your life.
Absolutely.
But when it seems like He takes His hand off of you, it's like, oh, well, it's a little bit harder to trust you now because I can't see you. I can't trace your hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
So, as I mentioned, this is my mom's sister, and a fun fact about her is she was born in New York City. New York! She was born in New York State.
In New York State. Brooklyn, New York. Not New York City.
That is so funny. Yes, so I was gonna ask, how old were you when y'all moved to Alabama?
We were less than a year old, so yeah, very young.
So you have no recollection of
none.
Have you ever been back to New York?
No, I want to go back. Yeah, I do.
What are we waiting
on? I'm not going to say the right time, because the right time, you can't ever plan for the right time. I guess just planning it is actually just the thing. So, yeah.
Maybe that's in the cards for you 2026.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Like, when is your anniversary?
In April.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
April the 11th.
I feel like New York is one of those, like, go when it's cold type of thing.
It is, but too, I think the northern cold can be different from Alabama cold. So, right, exactly. So I'm not sure if colder month, they have snow, and you don't want to get stuck there. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
So it is currently January the 24th. So we just started a new year, 2026. Do you have one resolution you would like to share with us?
I really don't do resolutions per se. I think, people get too tied up in, the word resolution. Yeah. So, I just I just want to be a better person,
all around.
Yes, all around. Just be better all around, And if there were one thing that I had to pick out, I would think it would be my procrastination.
Ooh,
I am. Yes, and hence why I was 15 minutes late today, because I just lay around until, and then it's too late.
I was like, oh, I ain't gonna be ready anyway. So it was like, it was probably, I guess it would be 3 my time. I was just running out the shower trying to get
yeah.
It was perfect.
Oh, mess.
Right on time. So one thing I want to work on this year is, I think just doing, if that makes sense. So I plan a lot. I have a lot of things in my head, and I'm just like, I kind of like procrastination as well. I'm like, I'll get to it. Like, I've been talking about doing this podcast.
Yeah.
2023.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I just had to do it. Just press play. And
well, we're here now, so amen.
But I feel like right now is the perfect time.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, my family had, I would say, the first family compound. I feel like 2026, they say, oh, I want to have a family compound. Well, we didn't call it that.
Right.
We just called it Blackjack.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in Blackjack?
Oh, blackjack is like epic. Like it is like none other. For real. Like for real. Like we didn't really have any outside friends. We had friends outside, but because it was so many cousins in the compound, we just all played together. And it was like from the time the sun came up to the time the sun went down, just fun every day. Other than when we were in school, of course. But it was it's they say if you come to blackjack, you never want to leave. So
I can imagine because like growing up, we didn't live in the compound. We lived maybe 2-3 miles up the road.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
more, I don't know.
yeah.
But we used to like our punishment would be like we couldn't go to blackjack, and so we would cry and like beg to go down there.
Yeah.
It was like even with me growing up, it was so much fun. So I can only imagine,
Yes,
like the fun y'all had. So like on the weekends, y'all weren't like, oh well, I want to go to my friend's house. You were like, blackjack gonna be jumping.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then on the weekends, Sundays was the day. Like after church, we were going to church for sure. But after church, kids that we went to church with, they want to come down. The guys would all get together. If it was football season, they play football.
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a good time. Good time.
I can only imagine.
Yes, all the aunties sitting on the front porch of the home house, just watching, and they put, little drinks out for us and stuff like that, water, so we wouldn't have to go in and out of the house, because right, right, right. So yeah, it was just a fun time.
Oh, that sounds so much fun. Yes, y'all. It was. I can't even explain like my childhood growing up. It was so much fun. So that was my next question. What was a typical Saturday like in Blackjack?
Saturday. I guess Saturday was more of like in the house cleanup day. So you would clean up till like noon, make sure the house was straight, after we got a little older or whatever. Younger years, you could watch cartoons on Saturday mornings. That was our thing, laying around watching cartoons. Okay, so then after, all the housework was done, everybody meeting up, we're gonna have a baseball game. Most of us baseball. Baseball.
Yeah, we love baseball.
And then we would play hide and seek, tag. Tag, yeah. And then sometimes we would even just play in the dirt. There were times when and I remember being, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years old. There was like it was still dirt road. So and there were softer dirt than
like the main strip.
Yes, it was dirt road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was softer dirt at the end of the road, leading up to my Aunt V's house. So we would go and get this dirt, and we filled her yard up with dirt one year. Like we built her a whole new front.
Did she ask for that?
Oh no. We just it kind of made it just our own little play area, our own sandbox, I guess.
Love that.
Yes,
and
yes.
She probably just sat there watching.
Absolutely, yes, yes, for sure.
That is funny. While we're still talking about blackjack, I don't know if I've ever told you this story. I was working at CVS, and every time someone would bring in a prescription, like even if you lived in Tallahassee 20 years, like your CVS address is probably still Tallahassee, unless you just updated it. But most people don't. I think she had a Tallahassee address. I can't remember exactly where it was, and so that was very rare. So I was like, oh, I'm from Tallahassee, because most of the time somebody.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So she was a white lady, and I was like, oh, I'm from Tallahassee. And she was like, well, what part? And I was like, oh, I grew up like in the country. I grew up on Friendship, but my family's blackjack. Oh my gosh. Why did I say that?
Did she know everybody?
Yes. Rodney. I was like, okay. What's your last name? I was like, Parker. Rodney.
Yeah.
Rodney. And she was saying some of our cousins. When she mentioned Shant, she said
Okay.
Shant was her best friend,
Okay.
and she mentioned that she dated one of our cousins.
Okay.
So that was very interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was with her husband. So
Oh.
I thought that was even worse.
Well, hey,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is what it
it's
is.
history.
Right, exactly, exactly,
But
exactly.
yes, that's really good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hear your POV of growing up in Granny's house because I've heard my mom's POV,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all they have my grandma had 7 kids. I cannot imagine growing up in a house with 7 of them. But my mom was like, how much older than you? She's 56 or 57.
So she's 13 years older than
Yeah,
me.
so
Yes.
she has a completely different POV. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear
Yeah.
someone else's like perspective.
I.
Like growing up with all
Sorry.
your siblings.
I think being of the second set because there's like 8 years in between the oldest set and the younger set. Um, it was a lot easier for us. Less strict for sure, I say my mama had gotten tired by the time she raised us, and she was just, trying to make it. Not that she wasn't a good mama, she was a great mom, but it was just, it was different from what the way
Yeah.
they tell the story.
I
So
mean, and you're the baby. The babies are raised a lot different than the
yeah,
other children.
right, for sure, for sure.
I'm sure Quiz would agree.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that is funny. Okay, so now we're gonna shift the generation.
Okay.
What was it like? Okay, so mind y'all, it's 7 of them, and each of them. Now, my one uncle, he only had one child, but each of them, most of them, at least had 2 children.
Well, two of them didn't have any kids either.
Oh yeah, I forget about that, but it's so many of us. I forget that.
Right. A couple didn't even have
Yes,
children. So
but we were all back to back to back to back.
yes, yes.
And so I was just wanted to know what was it like with all of us having all of y'all having kids around the same age. Like, and I was telling Quez this, we were talking about this on the way to Tennessee. I was like, we all really grew up like siblings for real. Like, we
Yeah.
seen each other every single day. So,
Yeah.
what was that like for y'all? Was that like stressful?
No, I don't think it was stressful. It was just the way it was,
Yeah.
kinda. It was like, I don't know. It wasn't like even kind of thought of. Like, it wasn't a thing that we were trying to do. It's just the way
Yeah.
it happened, because for a time there, everybody's like stair steps,
Yeah.
for what, 8 years or so.
Probably. I don't even know.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think it was a thing that we even thought about. So
Yeah.
it was
Y'all were
just
just going through the motions.
right. It's just the way it was.
Yeah, I really cannot imagine that, honestly. I mean, I was a child and I know I had a good time, but I don't know about everybody else.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna ask is when you do you remember when you first got your trailer? I don't know if it was the first day. I know it was very, very early. I made doodles in your house.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. I
How
do.
could you forget?
You can't. You can't.
Oh my gosh.
And you made noodles without water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. She
And
had
then
a
so
brand new house.
yes.
And your brand new house smell was gone because it smelled like burnt
Noodles.
plastic.
Yes. Noodles and plastic. So dry noodles in a plastic bowl with no water and just burn it. Smoked out. Yeah.
Now that is funny. That is my like core memory. I remember like you didn't even have. It was so new that like we were still walking in the back door.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what I was thinking.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's
It's a memory now, so
yes,
we
it's
can
a good
we can
memory
talk
to
about
laugh
it. That's
about.
right.
I
That's
don't
right.
think you were laughing at the
It was probably okay.
time.
I'm kind of laid back anyway, so.
Yeah, definitely laid back. So I was gonna ask, like, what was your POV like of me growing up? Like, did I grow up to who you think I'd be? And I asked this because um, there was someone I had not seen in about 10 years, and I was in high school the next time I seen them, and her jaw dropped
Uh-huh.
because she was like, I thought you were gonna grow up to be like a tomboy. Like I thought you were gonna grow up to be a dyke. And I was like,
what?
I don't know where I gave that. She was like, I don't know. You were just always like dressed like a tomboy. Now I don't remember that.
No. I don't know. No.
Maybe
I
she
would
has me confused.
maybe.
Okay.
I would have never thought anything like that. For sure. But I think you were a little bit more, I guess, quieter growing up. I think. I mean, you weren't like just, you know.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I mean,
so I okay. I don't ever remember being quiet.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe like her going to school with you. Maybe she saw a different.
No, this was an adult.
Oh.
Okay. Well, my POV, like looking up to you when I was younger, is like you were like the fun aunt. Like you were just always so joyful and happy, and just always a good time. And you always took like me and Denzel with y'all, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I just remember fun. That's all I can remember.
Oh yeah, and I'm still that way.
Yes.
I just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's just the person I am.
And I love that. And so we talked a lot about like you growing up in Blackjack and how it's very family oriented. How did you feel when y'all moved to Opelika? Like as far as like leaving your family?
I knew that it was something that we had to do. It was necessary. It was sad, but I knew we could always go back. It was still always going to be home. I was glad that my boys had those years to grow up in Blackjack, in the family compound, so they could see, how that was. Then they were older, so they always remember how it was as well. So, but it was necessary. It was hard, but it was needed. So,
And not only is it your family, but also Uncle Corey's family is there too.
Yeah.
So that wow. I remember like y'all saying but Terry, I believe Terry O'Quist told us. Okay. I didn't believe it.
Oh, okay.
And then like when y'all actually did, I was like, wow, like this is weird. This is very weird. But even like every Sunday y'all were there, so right. It wasn't that hard, but it was very sad. Yeah. No. Yeah, I mean y'all only 45 minutes away. Yeah. Like y'all moved 10 states.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you could describe every decade of your life, like in a couple words, how would you describe it? So I'll go first. Okay. I would say like 1 through 10, but you could just be like teens, whatever. But okay. Like 1 through 10 for me, I feel like was very I remember a lot. Like I feel like I remember a lot more than the average person, but it was very fun. My teenage years, I would say, very wild. My early 20s, because I'm 25, so like 20 through 25, I would say evolutionary. Okay.
All right. Okay. For me, I think I don't remember back like that far. I probably can remember back to 5. Okay. So 5 to 10 was a very fun time. Yeah. Just playful time, just living as a child, Yeah. My teens, live it up. In my 15, 16, 17s, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Wild, young, free. But that's the time to do that. Absolutely. Yeah. It was a time. So then into my 20s, the beginning were fun, Not that all my 20s weren't fun, but I had my boys very young. So my first child at 20 and the second one at 22. So the young, wild, and free Rhonda had to become the mama, And I knew that, so I was able to turn it off. But I had great time, you know. So
you had a great babysitter.
I did. Yes, my mama kept the boys, so you know. But I knew that I had to be a mama. Like things had to change. You know, my life was changing. So the 20s, they were good as well. It was a season of learning and growing, you know. And then the 30s, the boys were a little bit older, so and that's when we moved to Opelika. Well, later 20. So I guess I could say that's when we moved. So it was a new season as well, you know, learning a new city and you know, just trying to figure out where my place was in this world. But it was good as well. It was calm, you know. Still had a lot of fun, you know, good time. And now that I'm in my 40s, it's chill time. I am like chilling. I just do what I feel. If I don't feel, you know, I'm just enjoying life, you know, one day at a time.
Yeah, and like your kids are grown now.
Right.
So like, I mean, you know, you've never really done raising us, I guess, but it's like you can chill.
Yeah. I've done my time, you know, or whatever, you know. Now that I'm not still here to, you know, teach and, you know, parent, but it's more of a chill season right now, and I'm loving it. So
that's good because they were saying the 30s were the new 20s, but now they're saying like the 40s is the new 20s.
I don't want to put myself back in the 20s, you know, whatever. So I accept the 40s as the 40s. I do. I'm okay with it.
Because, anyway.
Right.
Do you have any advice for someone who is in their 20s? Because I feel like right now is a hard time to be in your 20s. I feel like anybody who's in their 20s probably like, oh, that was a hard time. But like with social media now, I feel like it's so easy to watch what other people are doing and feel behind.
Yeah.
Or like you're not doing enough.
Right.
So what advice would you have for someone in their 20s right now?
Right now, in your 20s, be yourself for one. You do not have to, you know, follow the crowd. You don't have to do what everybody else does. Like, just be you. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, so much about wanting to be what somebody else is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you. Like, with social media, you see, you know, influencers and, you know, what they wearing, you know, what kind of cars they driving, where they live, you know, all of these things. Just find your own place and be you. Like, it's easier to be you than trying to be somebody else. Like,
that is so
true. It's so hard trying to be somebody else. And then when you find who you are, just be that. It's okay. Like, I don't know. I guess, you know, so many young people now, they just try and follow the crowd, and that's not what it's about. Like, just be you. Just be you.
And following the wrong crowd.
Right.
I feel victim to that. In my episode with Morgan, we talked about how when we went to college, you know, your parents aren't there to like hold you accountable.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not being this person my parents want me to be. I'm acting like the people I'm around.
Yeah.
And that's not always a good
thing. Because most of the time that's not you.
Right.
You know?
Right. So I had to like reinvent myself, I would say, because I didn't really know who I was.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was just doing crazy stuff.
Yes. And then you look back on it and you're like, man, why did I do that? Yes. Like, that was dumb.
It was dumb. But I am who I am today because of what I've been through.
Absolutely. As long as you grow from it and don't, you know, go back to it, you know, that's fine. But first, just be yourself, and then you won't have to worry about it. But still, like, I know we're gonna make mistakes. I know we're gonna do stuff that isn't so smart. But you know, just know who you are.
Yeah.
Know who you are.
I think that is great advice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So I want to talk a little bit about your faith journey. And I feel like I say journey because we're still on it. We're
Absolutely.
Still going, you know, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So I remember growing up, like every time I would get in the car with you, you always have on like gospel. 101.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
104.
Oh,
104.3.
Look, she knows. I was gonna say hot 101.9. That was not it. But yes, I remember that. But I don't know if I was just younger and I don't know what my mind remembers, but I remember that specifically. I know you were very involved in the church.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's been a shift, like for the better.
Oh yeah.
Not that anything was ever wrong, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? There's something different.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
I think, just growing up in the church, you kind of it's just a thing to do, I guess. You're told you got to go to church, so that's what you do, and over the years, you should grow and learn more about who God is and Jesus and stuff. And, like just going to church, it just became a habit, I guess. It was just a thing to do. But as I've gotten older and God has worked in my life,
Ooh, when you see his hand.
Absolutely. you know who he is. You learn to trust him more in everything. Everything. I'm telling you. There is nothing too hard for God. So just in this walk, knowing that Rhonda hasn't always been where she needed to be, but God has always still been there. My God. Like like he has kept me. When I didn't even deserve to be kept.
Right. And you look back and you like, woo,
right.
Jesus.
Yes. And so right now I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Because it could have easily been another way, for sure. God has always been there. He's been my sustainer. So I realize that now more than ever. In everything, like through everything. So yeah.
But I feel like that's what it's all about. Like you're supposed to be getting closer to him every season. Like, I know that there are some people like, I'm this way and this is the way I'm always going to be. I don't think that's a good mindset.
No, absolutely not. As we grow, as we age, I mean, you're just gonna have different seasons. Like you can't be the same person that you were at 20 now that I'm 44. You can't be that same person that you were at 20. In my early 20s, I had 2 young children. Now I have 2 grown men. So it's
you can't parent them the same.
Right, exactly. It's just it can't happen. That's it's a journey. Life is a journey.
Yeah.
So.
And this is off script, but we talked about when we first got here. I just got engaged. They don't know that yet, but I just got engaged. And how old were you when you got here?
27. 27. Yes.
Okay, I was wondering that. How long were y'all engaged?
I think. Oh no, we were engaged for 6 months. Yeah. So not very long.
You planned very fast.
I did. I had all my stuff lined up already. So when it was go time, I was like, okay, I just need to pick a date. I need to, So yeah.
I remember. I vividly remember like being in your house and like y'all just having stuff everywhere and like planning stuff. I don't remember the specifics, but I definitely remember like that season. I remember your wedding. I don't really remember the reception. Like I said, I don't think I was invited to the reception.
How you not gonna be invited to the reception, but you were in the wedding?
Was I in the wedding?
Yeah, you were a junior bridesmaid.
Oh, I think I was the flower girl.
Oh, I think you were the flower girl.
Was that Auntie Shay's wedding?
No. You were Flower Girl because you and Cammy, yes, y'all wore the same dress.
I think we were the Flower Girl.
I think y'all were. Yeah.
I can't remember, but
how old would you have been? How far off? We 20 years apart.
17 years ago.
Yeah. So you'd been 8.
Sure.
Okay. So something like that. Okay. So yeah, you were the Flower Girl.
I'm not like a great like mental math. And people are like, didn't you go to school for accounting? Yeah, we had calculators.
Oh goodness. Yeah. So yeah, I think you were the Flower Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I was old enough to remember the reception if I went. But
you did
because I remember Auntie Shay's reception.
Yeah.
It was at Granny.
Yes.
Did she get there at the church?
She did. Yes.
Okay. Yes, I remember. We might not have been. No, we took pictures at your wedding, me and Cammy.
Y'all did. Y'all helped. Yeah. But y'all.
Because I remember we sat on like the front row and we were like taking pictures on those digital cameras.
But y'all had dresses.
Yeah, we did. We were a part of the wedding.
Yeah.
We wore matching fits. I just don't remember exactly what we did.
Yeah.
Because I think we were Flower Girls at Auntie Shay's wedding.
Oh, okay.
But we might have been a little bit aged out of that. Was Talia your Flower Girl?
She met. Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Kira and Toby were junior bridesmaids.
Yeah. I think me and Cammy had a part.
Okay.
But we were just
taking pictures. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I still, it's like very vivid memory.
Okay.
I remember. Anyway, what is your favorite gospel or worship song at the moment?
I trust in God, my Savior, the one.
That one is nice.
Yes. If he never makes another song, what's his name? I can't even remember. The guy that.
Is it Chris Brown?
No, I don't think that's it.
Not the Chris Brown.
I know. I don't think that's his name though.
Chandler?
Maybe.
It's Elevation Worship.
Yeah.
It says Chris Brown, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I don't know.
Usually like a group.
Yeah. But
mine right now is At the Altar. Have you heard that? It's more of a contemporary.
Okay. I'm sure I have because, I hear lots of gospel all the time. So if I heard it, I probably would know it. But yeah.
It's more like, it's just talking about like laying everything at the altar. Like nothing's too big for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Okay. And every year we take a annual family trip. What has been your favorite family vacation so far and why?
I think the first trip that we went to South Carolina.
Oh, I missed that
Was
one.
it Beaufort, South Carolina. Okay. Just being able to get it started, that first trip. I think that's why it's my favorite. Because we've been doing this for years now. So just being able to get that started makes that one my favorite. Not that all the others have not been wonderful, but you did go on the first one.
Because that was my senior year. We went to Miami when y'all were in.
Oh, your parents came though.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
I think everybody went.
Yes. Well, yes, that would be my favorite, and just because it was the first one. We had a great time. It was a blast. So yeah.
Really good to
hear. What about you?
Okay, so I want to say our most recent Tennessee was my favorite. I feel like we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. We did.
Even though a lot of people did not go, I feel like it was a lot. It was just something different. I can't explain it. Maybe because we switched up the season, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But my favorite house that I would say is Orlando for sure.
Okay.
I feel like I loved Orlando.
Yeah.
It was just so perfect.
Yeah. That one was nice.
So have you? I know are we going to Daytona?
Yes.
Did you look at some houses?
I have been looking at houses, and I've narrowed it down to. I think I have my top 3.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get us on the water. Ocean front.
Wow.
because I think that would be amazing. But it may have to be a little bit outside of Daytona.
Which is fine.
You think okay?
I think that's fine.
Okay. I mean, but we'll still be in the area.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I'll probably be sending out a text this week or so. To ask if everyone's cool with it, because I found this place and it is I mean,
nice for a good price.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
And when Cammy sent it to me, I was looking up some Airbnbs and I was like, oh, these aren't bad at all.
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad she
considering. I am too. So, it'll be a new spot. Yes, and we make fun wherever we are. So
right. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is a segment called it's called Choose Your Chapter. Okay. So basically, like this or that, and it's just gonna be items, and you don't have to elaborate, just this or that.
Okay.
So, Coach or MK?
Coach.
Silver or gold?
Gold.
Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Heels or flats?
Heels, for sure.
Hoops or studs?
Hoops.
Period. Okay, and now we're gonna do letters across time. So what we'll do is you'll say a message. If you could say a message to yourself 5 years ago, what would you say to Rhonda 5 years ago? So Rhonda in January 2021.
5 years ago? Just keep being you, girl. You good. You good. So yeah.
Okay, and if you could say a message to yourself 5 years in the future, I want you to look into the camera and speak to yourself, and we'll come back to this on January 24th, 2031.
Okay. All right. That's a hard question, Ayana.
So like, I'll go first, which is gonna become repetitive because I do this on every episode, but it's okay.
Okay.
So, hey Ayana. I hope that you're married with all of the children that you want. Maybe we'll be done this year. Like having children, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see. I hope that you are not clocking in, doing 9 to 5 because that's not what you want to do for the rest of your life. I hope everybody's happy and healthy. I hope that you've reached all the goals that you set for yourself. And if not, girl, it's okay. We still have more life to live, Lord willing. So yeah.
Okay. That helps. So, hey Rhonda. Okay. You've made it this far. Just keep going. You're good. God's got you. As far as my family life, I hope that I may have some grandchildren, maybe, if there are wives, of course. Have some daughter-in-laws. Just keep loving like you love, keep caring like you care, and just keep being the auntie that you are.
A great one. Because you're going to have some great nieces and nephews.
More.
Yes. More. Right. I just think it's so funny how we just keep expanding.
I know. The family tree is yes. Yeah, that's how we gotta, that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to be, Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to do the diary drop. So the diary drop is the guest before you leaves a question for you.
Okay.
And you have to answer it. They don't know who you are. So let's see what Morgan, which I'll tell you who left it for you. Morgan left this question. And she said, what is the biggest event in your life that shaped you into who you are today?
My biggest event would be having my children. I think that has shaped me, and I always remember when being 20, not married and having children, that wasn't the place where I was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you know, but God had other plans, you know. Right. But I always remember my mom saying, "Oh, she's gonna be okay."
Definitely.
As a mom, you know, because you're so young, you don't have it all together at all. But now I'm bringing a child into the world. But my mom always had confidence and faith that I was gonna be okay. So that, you know, that has stuck with me for all of my older years, and that has made me who I am, you know, to love more, to care more, um to be a helper, you know, to just be there for people, you know.
I think we've gotten away from
that. Yeah, as a mom, you know, you have to be there for your children. They depend on you. And you know, I'm grateful that I have this in me, to care for people, to love people, you know, and to just be there for people. Yeah. So I think that shaped me into who I am today.
Great answer. And I'll answer this as well. I feel like the thing that shaped, what was the question? What was an event that shaped you to be who you are today? A couple of things I would say. Meeting my fiance, I feel like was a great thing for me because right before I met him, a month before I decided to, and I've talked about this in my intro podcast, but I decided to like try, I know it sounds bad to say try Jesus, but like literally, like you said, I grew up knowing that was the right thing to do, and then I went to college and got so far away.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, let me just go back to what I know. And so, you know, I started over, and then I met him the next month, and I feel like, and I always tell him, I feel like God blessed me with him, and I didn't even have the knowledge to know to ask for him.
Yeah,
you know? Like I couldn't even fathom to ask for somebody as good as he is.
Yeah.
And one more thing that I think stands out the most is like someone I love, someone very close to me struggled with mental illness, and it's just completely like opened my eyes to like a whole new world, and just I just feel like I've seen life a lot differently. I've literally seen God's hand move in ways that I could not even imagine. I feel like that just brought me closer to God.
Yes, and that's how God works.
Yes.
That is how He works. Like people have to stop putting God in a box and putting limitations on Him. Yes. God can do anything He wants to, when He wants to, for whoever He wants to. Like honestly, He can.
Yes. Like He is an amazing God. Like when I say like He can turn it around, y'all have no idea.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's what shaped me the most. And without knowing who the next guest is, what question would you leave for them? And if you need time to think about it, you can always text me, or if you can think of something, we can do that.
I don't know, Ayana.
You can text me.
Okay, all right.
That's what she did. She just texted me.
Okay.
A couple days later.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's all we have today.
Thank
you so much for being here.
You're welcome. It was. I was kind of nervous, but you know, no. I was like, it's just Ayana, so hey, yes. You know how we do.
Yeah, right. And I feel like it went even better than I expected, and this won't be the last time y'all are seeing her. Okay? Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can follow me on Instagram at Ayana. That's IYANAA, 2 A's. And on TikTok at Yana Sharelle. That's YANASHARELLE. Bye.